Really, do you know what?
I would literally grab them and throw them about.
All of a sudden, you got Jack telling people to put on their mask and fuck COVID.
No, but it is very frustrating. I mean, I hate the virus. I
don't exactly fucking like it, do I? No. Do I want to offend? You're singing shit, alright? You can't sing.
Singing shit?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
That's not very nice.
No.
COVID, if he was a person.
Or she.
Don't
discriminate.
Don't you dare. Is a D-pad. I think that's so common that people don't do what they want to do because they feel like they might get judged for it.
You know what? Fuck them.
Yeah, I'll sing now. Yeah, well, I'll reload the bullet.
Go on, get the old bullet out.
So, sorry.
What?
What did you say?
No, like honestly, if anyone tells you that you can't do anything, I think that's more motivation for you to do it and show them, look at what I've done. Fuck you.
Time to reload the gun of conversation, and we are chatting.
I'm just disappointed. You're still using that. But we are chatting.
All about it. And today we are talking about. I ain't got a clue, have you, Sam?
No. I've got no idea. Are you just gonna like get the gun and literally go? Here we go.
Yeah. Well, I'll reload the bullet.
Go on, get the old bullet out.
So sorry.
What
did you say? Get the bullet out. That is disgusting.
Oh, you're just sick.
This is a PG fucking podcast.
Right, get on with it.
All right.
I don't even know what we're chatting about.
Well, we're chatting all about it.
Yeah. Well, what about?
Oh, about it.
Come on.
Well, I don't want to have a serious conversation where Sam does. Sam wants to talk about mental health. So why don't you give us a little bullet of mental health? No,
listen, I just wanted to talk about how, we're both very positive young men, mate. We've turned a corner, very positive now, and we've both gone through struggles, both supported each other through those struggles, and I thought, chat about that. But you clearly don't want to talk about that.
I just think it's too deep. So if you guys want to, if you guys relate to or want to hear sort of like a mental chat, a mental health chat, I'm happy to do it. But for now, we're not going to do that.
What are we going to do?
We're going to go around the corner and we're going to talk about...
What are these bloody comments?
We're going to talk about holidays.
Again?
Back again. We're going to talk about... No, not like lads' holidays. I'm talking about holidays. Like, where's your favourite sort of place you've been?
I mean, it kind of contradicts one of our podcasts.
Yeah, I know, because you said Greece, didn't you?
I said Greece.
Yeah.
My favourite place that I have been was Vegas, if I'm honest. Yeah. And I know, like, that kind of goes against the gambling thing, but I think you can go to Vegas and not gamble. Obviously, there's a massive culture there that's what they do. Yeah. But it's such an amazing place. Like, you look at the Vegas Strip. I was there for 3 or 4 days. I only managed to go about a quarter of the way through because it's absolutely massive.
Yeah.
And what the best thing to do there is to kind of go through all the different hotels. So when I went, I stayed at the Bellagio, very nice.
Bellagio.
Bellagio.
That's what I call it.
And stayed there, and it was a very nice hotel.
It's got a laggy connection, isn't it?
I'm sorry?
Bellagio.
What is this? Like,
carry on.
Oh my god. Anyway, so Belagios had what?
Belagios, what's that? It's Bellagio, isn't it?
I don't know. I'm just trying to make fun of you. Anyway, so we were right next to Caesar's Palace. We're opposite Paris. We're down the road from New York, and
yeah, New York.
And
why are you laughing?
I don't know.
Carry with your rubbish story.
How dare you? It's not a rubbish story. Anyway, my point is part of the holiday is exploring the other hotels.
You went to other hotels?
That's what you
didn't
do.
like your own.
No,
That's just stupid.
No, that's what you do.
Why would you go in other people's hotels?
For example, Caesar's Palace has quite literally the biggest fuck off like shopping centre.
You fuck off.
No, it's got the biggest shopping centre I've ever seen. New York has a bloody roller coaster going around it. Like it's just mental.
Yeah, it does sound a bit bombastic. What's wrong with that? It just does. It just does.
Oh god.
It just does.
Caught me off guard a bit.
I'm
bombastic.
I'm really I know you just talked about your holiday, but what's at the forefront of my mind for like the last few days? I don't know why, but I've really been missing my football club. Going to the ground, having basically a day out, and basically getting turned over by Aston Villa. I just love it.
I mean, there is something about going.
No, take it back.
No, there is something about going to a game. Like we'd even meet up before a game.
Oh yeah.
Like even if it's just to have a catch up.
Cheeky little spring roll.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, we went to that nice little Japanese place.
Spring rolls.
It was very cheeky, mate. Enjoyed it, and
rolls of spring.
Having a nice little prediction before the game.
Oh yeah, that always went well.
Which we always got wrong.
Yeah.
And it's just very nice, mate. You were kind enough to invite me into your lovely seats. Whereas I'm basically in the sky. You're basically on the pitch. So
it's nice, isn't it?
It's nice to be brought back down to earth.
Yeah.
Quite literally.
Yeah. No, I guess I guess there's a side of you mentally where you're like, this is a part-time thing. Like not doing what you usually would do, like going on holiday or going to a football game. Like it is a bit strange that I mean, bear in mind, I've been going to football games since the age of 3. Yeah,
I've been going since I was 4.
So it's sort of like, just it is part of, as cheesy as it sounds, it's just part of your life.
Well,
go to the
apart from now, I'll always go, always. Apart from now, obviously.
Yeah, well, that's the same for everyone, isn't it? Yeah.
But I'm saying, it's just that.
So basically, fuck COVID.
Wow.
Yeah, no, that's true.
So we've gone from early on in our earlier episodes not saying that word, and then all of a sudden you got Jack telling people to put on their mask and fuck COVID.
No, but it is very frustrating. I mean, I hate the virus. I
don't exactly fucking like it, do I?
No, I'm not saying you do. I'm not saying you do, but these people that walk around public transport
oh God.
with chin warmers.
Oh, here we go.
No, but they've got the mask around their chin, Sam. They got to have a word.
Really, do you know what?
I would literally grab them and throw them about. I want to. Do you know there was a geezer? There's a geezer sitting next to me on the tube yesterday.
Oh, God.
Right? There's a geezer sitting next to me on the tube. He fucking dared to cough. He coughed next to me and his mask was around his chin. Could you imagine my neck? My neck nearly broke in turning and looking at him. I gave him this look. I gave him a look. A look.
The look.
Yeah, it was almost basically the look of the virus at him.
No, but I actually find a lot of people, actually on my way to work the other day, there was people not wearing a mask, and I thought, where the fuck is your mask? Like, I was quite calm. I was looking.
You were calm. I struggled.
No, but I was looking at them.
I've got loud voices in my head.
But do you know when someone, like, if you see someone, go on, what are you gonna do?
Sorry for no, because I'm just thinking for our audio listeners. I did just a minute ago grab Sam and get my frustration out.
I was really not expecting that, and it kind of caught me off guard. But do you ever like I'm not saying like stare at someone, but do you ever see something that you don't necessarily agree with?
But they deserve to be stared at. If they're not wearing a mask and everyone else is wearing one, why are you not wearing?
I quite literally, like, there's people not wearing a mask. I will stare at them until they look at me, and until they look away, I'm still staring at them, because I'm not gonna do what you done in our previous pod and put a fucking mask on. But
looking back though, I do think it is a bit awkward that I was staring at this guy. I was obviously giving him a look, but he couldn't see a lot of it because obviously I have my mask on.
Well done.
Yeah, my mask has an Arsenal badge on it as well, so that's also sort of like
you let them know that I'm staying safe, and also I'm an absolute lad.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Is that your rant over?
No, but this sort of rant just floats in and out. Do you know what I mean? Because it brings up the sort of, for me, it's like, oh yeah, the virus is still here, and then we have
we've kind of got to like funny our way around it, like. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you're not supposed to mention the virus, or don't say this, don't say that, and then you're coming out here saying, "Fuck COVID."
Yeah,
like,
it's exactly. Great. Why do you want people walking around the subjects when really, COVID's a dickhead?
Wow.
COVID is.
I can't.
COVID is. Yeah, COVID is not a he or she or a dickhead, but I just hate what it's done so far, and I feel like. It's segregating a lot of people as well. Like a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to wear a mask. And
no, but initially, like I'll be honest, when it first happened, I was like, I don't want to wear a bloody mask.
Like, everyone would be like that.
I was thinking like
it is. I mean, don't get me wrong. When you compare it to like people who were like being bombed in London and they had to run for their lives to get into a bunker. Yeah, obviously, compared to that, and all you have to do is wear a mask. That's nothing. That's my point. Like, just put a mask on. Like, it might not be 100% safe.
For those of you this is your first pod that you're listening to, Jack is actually a member of the Mask Police. So he's recently enrolled, and he will come and get you.
You're under arrest.
No, but you're really passionate about it. Like we said that we're gonna not talk about it, but you are really passionate about it, and I think you probably are the sort of person who would. Quite literally,
I would love to dish out a fine.
Mate, I don't think the fines exist.
No,
but they're fake.
I would love to go, grand fine, mate. Grand. Have this. Pay me now.
Yeah, but this grand fine, do they just expect people to have a grand land like casually on them? Like,
I don't care. Just get them on the ground. Pay me now. Get them on the ground, handcuffs.
With a mask on.
Oh yeah.
Like, you've got they've not got theirs, but you need to have yours.
The second I'm out of the tube, though,
Oh, yeah,
I'm like, fucking mask off. And then literally.
Wow. Are we going to get copyrighted for
that? It was a very good sort of singing voice.
It was great. Like,
I can sing a few good songs in a good voice.
Let's not.
Okay.
We've had your singing on the pod before, and it really is not an acceptable. Do not do it. Not allowed.
Okay.
Stop. Alright? Behave yourself.
Sam's face.
No, I'm serious because, I mean, do I want to offend? You're singing shit, alright? You can't sing.
Singing shit?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
That's not very nice.
I never said I was nice. Right, I don't even know, what is this podcast?
This podcast is the podcast. It's chatting all about it. We've went on to several different subjects at once because we are chatting all about it. Chat it now.
If you didn't know, that is the name of this podcast. Chat all about it. And clearly we are just chatting all about it. Simple as. that's a little
Sometimes I have this thought in my head, should I just let Sam speak and speak and speak until it completely dries up, and it is fun to watch sometimes.
No, because it's, there is... With this pod,
it's sort of like playing tennis podcast, isn't it? Because I'm sort of whacking something over to you, you're whacking something over to me, and then I just let go, and you let
me take control, and then you always give me these looks, and like, is he actually still talking? Like, it's just, I just think
it's very off-putting, isn't it?
It is very off-putting, and wow,
faces like that.
Wow, that is a very concerning look. But I don't know. Do you have anything to come back in to the bullet of conversation, as you like to say?
I think you've used the phrase wrong there.
Well, I don't care.
I will reload the gun.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Of conversation.
Go on.
And fire off.
Go on.
Why are you so upset, Sam?
Because I just think it's a shit phrase. Don't like it.
Fair enough.
We've got progressively more swearing as we've gone on as well. Like,
yeah, well, we've sort of like undone the belt, really, haven't we? We're sort of like just here and yeah, that's it.
It's
undone the belts of conversation.
Wow. Bloody hell. Do you go around thinking, oh, what inanimate object could I think, oh, that's a good conversation?
Well, I don't have a gun lying about, so.
Well, I'd like to think that you don't.
Oh, wait, sorry, there's one. Here, okay.
Wow. Pointing to your muscles. What a fucking joke. I can't. You're gonna leave. You're a disgrace.
You're gonna leave.
Do you know? I'm not ending the podcast. But do you know something I would?
Don't end it. We're like 14 minutes.
I'm not ending the podcast. I'm just saying. I think it'd be interesting to find out at this point what people's favourite episode up until this point has been.
What's your favourite episode?
My favourite episode is the one about Stephanie.
Really?
I think that's a good one, mate. I think it is, and I just think because, obviously I've watched the episode, and I just think I don't know why I get so nervous because it happened a long time ago. I've told you the story before. What are you doing?
What story? Oh yeah,
I'm not going to go into it again.
Yeah.
But I have had people, funnily enough, I did have a number of people say, so what did actually happen? And I've had to explain what has, and I can't go into detail on the pod because it's just not acceptable behaviour.
No.
I wouldn't recommend anyone doing that with any Stephanie or anyone in general.
Yeah, it's very difficult to believe that you're even capable of doing that, to be honest. It was a bit mental.
What do you mean capable?
Well, capable is in to take your trousers down in public.
Tracksuit bottoms.
Sorry, let's get it right. Let's make the story, let's make you look a bit better here.
Yeah.
To put your trampy tracksuit bottoms to your ankles and have a nosh.
well, yeah. What would you say your favourite episode we've done is?
I like Magaluf.
All the way back to Magaluf.
Yeah, all the way. Yeah, I think that was very funny, and
you didn't even want to talk about that.
I didn't. No, I didn't because it is excrement at the end of the day, isn't it?
Defecation, as I put
For
it.
the nation.
Absolutely not. I'm not defecating on anyone, on any nations. That's just.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Wouldn't recommend.
Don't try that.
What are we talking about?
Defecation at the moment.
Why?
In Magaluf. Why? Because
we're
chatting all about it.
We get cancelled, honestly.
Cancelled?
This is.
How can we get cancelled? I'll press the upload button, geez.
Oh God! Imagine if we did a live podcast as well.
Yeah, I think we're definitely going to do live podcasts. We're probably going to do like live podcasts for football.
Oh well, again, I think
I don't know if we've got an audience for that. But
well, I don't know. I think maybe people from the videos we've uploaded. I think
from
they just from the nation, the Chatted About It nation, right? I think they just like us talking absolute nonsense and just being silly. And if they can see, I mean, pretty much they see it in the podcast, but they can just see, the attacks that you do. And you attacked me.
I didn't attack you.
We pretty much did.
Well, you look like you enjoyed it.
If we watch it back, I think that's pretty terrified, mate. But no, I just think, maybe it would be something that we do in the future. Just chat about it.
And attack each other.
I don't do the attacking. You can get very
passionate.
vicious.
It's passionate. It's not aggressive or...
But I fucking love this podcast. Is that what it is? Is that what you do?
Yeah, now and again.
Okay, me too.
Behind closed doors. Just watching the trailers and going, I love this fucking podcast so much.
No, I do love it though, mate. Like, it's honestly, like I've said before, it is actually the highlight of my week. Generally is, like, because it's just, you're looking at me like, that's fucking tragic. But no, it is, mate, because I enjoy just chatting all about it. Regardless, sometimes I don't even know what we're going to chat about.
The whole point of this podcast for me is that people can just listen to it and just basically sink. And what I mean by sink is just leave. Like, it's escapism. It's like entering another room and just listening to guys.
I think as well.
I can't do it again.
What were you going to do?
Entering a room.
No.
Two guys.
No.
Chat all about it.
Yeah, we're saying the name too much, but just in case you didn't know.
No.
No, but I think like there is for us a relatability factor. Let's say like there is someone listening who has this kind of relationship with their friends. They're like, oh, maybe we can start a podcast. Like anyone can start. Anyone can start a podcast.
Exactly.
And, we are quite literally just talking about memories and just absolute nonsense. And Jack's favourite topic of all, which is.
What topic?
Yeah, COVID. You love a bit of COVID.
Yeah.
Love it, but
it's either COVID or Stormzy. Either one. I'll let you know.
You have an absolute rant about it, but no,
they're both dickheads anyway.
You said COVID wasn't a dickhead before. You changed your mind now.
COVID, if he was a person
or she,
don't
discriminate.
Don't you dare. He's a D-head. That's it.
I can't wait. I can't wait to watch
things.
this pod back, mate, because it's just. I mean, it's a mess, but it's a funny mess. Like.
No, it's not a mess.
It is.
We're chatting, Samuel.
No, we are.
We are talking.
Chatting. We say chatting.
We're not looking at. Oh, here we go. We're not just looking at each other and not talking, are we? I'm making a few silly sounds.
I mean that.
Sorry.
That wouldn't.
I'm
imagine if we just sat here looking at each other. I mean, that wouldn't be.
Try now. No, that's not. I was more uncomfortable than you.
Yeah, I didn't know. I thought you were going to attack me again.
No.
A vicious attack, just showing your passion.
Yeah. Moving on. I definitely think in the future, though, it'd be great to get some guests on. I think next pod, if we can, we'll have one guest episode.
Definitely.
And that will be interesting to sort of see how we bounce off a guest, you know, and sort of get stories from them even, because we've sort of spent all of our bullets of stories, haven't we?
For fuck's sake.
No, we have used all of our
bullets.
main stories, haven't we?
We have, but...
And it's you getting raped in a car park and me throwing shit at you in Megaloof. Literally, me in my hand,
throwing
it at you.
Our stories are basically me in awful situations.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I mean, I've got more.
Yeah, I know, but they were the highlights.
They were the highlights.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what I'll do is, if people enjoy, listening to my, I'd say, misery, just my, in the interesting situations I get myself involved in, I'll be more than happy to chat about it, mate. Because I do it all the time, mate. They need to know.
No, they don't.
But no, I just think if that's what they want, give it to them. Give the audience what they want, mate. My disgraceful situation.
Yeah, no, they are funny. I'm sorry to say, but they are.
No, Stephanie is a good one.
Okay. Enough.
I'm just admiring our work.
Good.
Someone's got to say no.
Leave a like now, please.
At this very point.
Yeah. So, no, I've before even starting this podcast, I did listen. Well, I still do listen and watch podcasts, and it's very interesting to see, like, even in the small amount of time where we've come from in terms of, like, now we've got a song. I reached out to
an official song,
the artist Pixels. He was nice enough to let us have one of his songs, or let us use one of his songs, which is good, really, isn't it? That we have that access to now be a bit more unique.
I think as well, like, the reason we chose the song is because, well, I mean, you said it means a lot to you, and so the song, for those who maybe haven't realised in our intros, is Pure Imagination, but it's a remix of that song, and you said something to me about that, which
it's from Charlie and
Chocolate Factory. But you said something interesting to me with regards to a lot of our stories, is that you have to imagine the situation. So Pure Imagination kind of goes in with that.
I feel like, listening to the lyrics of the original song as well, I feel like it's very sort of powerful to think that that, for example, just imagine what you have and then do it. It's as easy as that. That's essentially what the song's saying. It's saying, just have that imagination and do it, and it's there.
We imagined a podcast. Here we are.
We did, and quite frankly, I've always said to you that some of our conversations, I mean, obviously I'm going to be biased, but some of the conversations are very funny, and I almost feel like, I wish I could listen back to some of the things that were said, because do come up with some absolute belters. I mean, maybe it's not this podcast, maybe we haven't had a great one. I feel like it's just been a casual pod.
It's just an opportunity. Like I said, like we want people to kind of get to know us more, and this is just, again, showing a kind of different sides to us.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think the only thing that hasn't really been publicly said is that you and me are very sort of interested in growing this podcast.
Like, definitely.
We're very sort of motivated to help pass a positive message as well.
I think ultimately, like, we you know, we kind of like have a laugh and a joke and everything like that. But you know, we want this to be like a, as you said, kind of a feel good. Like people will be like, oh, you know, I've had a bit of a rubbish day. I listened to a chat about a podcast and it made me feel better, like that sort of thing. And you know, even though we are just messing about, we do want this to grow. We do want to, you know, get a larger audience, and that can only happen if you share this. I think that was a nice little slide into there. So I think ultimately, yeah, if you're looking at me like death stare, if you were like to share this even to one person, that's magical. If you like it, legend. Subscribe, even bigger legend.
Yeah. Well, you know, basically that is what we need, and you know, I did get a bit bogged down initially on numbers, didn't I? About like, you know, potentially like, I think what I get sort of worried about is trying so hard to basically come across as passing on a positive message and then getting no sort of feedback back. But I have got a lot of feedback, so I really appreciate anyone that's reached out. You know, it just goes to show that, like, if you've got anything in your life which you're doing and you feel like maybe it's not working, look at the parts which you enjoy. Look at what you actually, the reason you're doing it, you know, because it's very, very easy to sort of lose that focus on, and then you start focusing on something else. But you have to look at where you started. You started it because you enjoyed it, and that's exactly what I've done with the pod, because I got a bit down about potentially something that didn't even happen. Something that was like, oh, I thought we were going to get no views. But
at the end of the day, listen, we're still small. You know, we're still small, and I think ultimately we're only going to get bigger. So that's what he said. Wow, no, but that is what we want to do, and you know, I think looking at the numbers doesn't matter. Like, we've started this podcast to have fun. Yeah, and I also feel like there's quite a big enjoyment for anyone that's listening now. Like, essentially, like, you're the original gangster. Like, you are the OGs. The OG. Of like the first few episodes. Like, you could literally say in like a couple of years' time, oh yeah, I literally watched their first videos when they came out. Mugs Game. Yeah. Good video, that. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. Yeah. I feel like we had a lot of conversations before actually doing our podcast, and we're like, oh, we don't want it to be too serious. We want it to be sort of like, at the first lot of episodes have just got to be nothing but banter and funny, but I love sort of jumping in and out of making very light-hearted jokes, and then. But that's just our personality. That's who we are, mate. It's a message though. Like, you have to live. This is so deep saying this, but you have to live your life through a message, right? And it has to be a positive one. You have to. No, definitely. But I think have as well, that purpose. I think as well. Like previously, you know, and if anyone else is maybe going through this, then you know, I previously have let what other people think of me really affect me. Yeah. Now, I literally don't care. I think that's so common though. I think that's so common that people don't do what they want to do because they feel like they might get judged for it. You know what? Fuck them. Yeah, I'll sing now. If you want to sing. Go on. YMCA. See? Out of all the songs, why did I sing? I don't know why. I thought you were going to sing Pure Imagination, you know, but... because we have that song now. But, no, like, honestly, if anyone tells you that you can't do anything, I think that's more motivation for you to do it and show them, look at what I've done, fuck you. Simple as. It is, though. Because people say, oh, you can't do that, you're rubbish at this. And I think the only reason they say that is because they're jealous. Yeah. They're jealous they haven't had the idea, or they're jealous they haven't got the skill or the talent or the ability to do it. That's got quite deep, but... No, I like that. Well, we're going to leave it there, Sam. Thank you for filling up the glass of conversation at the end there. The bloody the glass is empty. Oh dear. Fucking glass. Bullet. Bell. Thank you for listening. I hope you had a few laughs. I'm going to say, be lucky. And we'll see you when you're older.